Do you know who Twomad is? He grew famous off of a video of him falling over in a chair while he was shirtless. And also, he grew famous for him dating Belle Delphine a few years back. But recently, we know him for his Twitter drama and his apparently ongoing case with the law. I have one of my favorite YouTubers, Lanza, here with a video on the man of the hour himself. I will be linking Lanza's video and his channel in the link below. Please go support him. And with that being said,
Twomad is a big YouTuber who has over 2 million subscribers on the site so far. He got popular for invading Zoom classes in 2020 and took off soon after, and since then has had a relatively successful internet career.
As well.
He's also known for tweeting a lot on the site on his Twitter account about the most random mundane stuff to entertain himself, others, or both. However, during his current posting saga, a giant can of worms would be opened up about how this man truly is behind the scenes. Shout out to the Patreon members for supporting the channel, and if you'd like to do so yourself, you can check out the link below or in the corner. With all that being said, let's get right into everything and see how deep the Twomad rabbit hole goes. During one of Twomad's schizo posting sagas, he replied with a picture of a random girl to someone saying that they were his girlfriend. It turns out this person was a 16-year-old who was recently killed just 4 months ago, and so a lot of people took notice because it was messed up to joke like that. Twomad would say that he didn't know she died, and then go on to say he just saw a random pic of a girl he thought was hot and saved it, and then says he feels sorry now because it was messed up to do. Given the girl was transgender, people were a lot more on his ass about it because that's how Twitter usually works, and Twomad would continue down his usual path of trolling behavior as normal, replying to a bunch of comments hating on him with pictures of Dr. Han from The Good Doctor as the fire raged on. He would make a post asking if he donated money would he be cool from then on, and then feigns leaving Twitter doing the emotional blackout response alongside the relevant messages to really play up the joke. He would then piss off Twitter some more by posting a similar message to earlier with a random chick for easy rage bait attention, and of course would continue to schizo post as he reveled in his trolling escapade.
I don't know exactly how old he is, but he's older than me by quite a few years. He's too grown to be acting like this on the internet, bro. Honestly, if you come across internet trolls like this, bro, don't take him seriously, bro. Literally. I'm the type of nigga to press you in real life, you know what I'm saying? This whole online stuff, bro, that's all in the past, bro, you know what I'm saying? When I meet you in person, I want to hear you say the exact same stuff to my face, bro.
However, out of the blue, he would then make a post talking about being a different person or something and that he tried to apologize, which was a sudden shift from the previous post and had people wondering what he was replying to. It turns out someone named Goldie will claim that he was a genuine psychopathic person IRL and not just online, posting a Discord message saying that he was talking about Bianca Devins to her, a girl that was brutally murdered a few years back. While her name is never brought up in the screenshot provided, he does talk about Gore as Goldie keeps telling him to stop. She would then go on to post a 2-minute video of Twomad apologizing to her for something while he's driving in his car.
I am literally driving, but I'm literally in Oregon, fucking Washington, Oregon. Dab. Okay. So apology. All right. So I can't take the damage away that I've done, but I'll try my best. Okay. Okay. I at least want.
Real quick, before we get on with this video, Twomad claims that this video of him apologizing was scripted, and he had a little post-it notes that he said was on the windshield or whatever, which is dumb and stupid because anybody who knows anything about Twomad or whatever, like, come on, man, like, he's not doing that for real. And if he is, apparently he did something way out of pocket, bro. Way out of pocket. So even that excuse don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? He basically having like a whole mental breakdown on the internet right now, bro. Weak-willed man doing weak-willed man things, bro. Nothing new. That's not new for him.
Take responsibility for what the fuck I did.
She would say that he still tried to talk to her for 5 months after sending that video, and that she already had him blocked by this point because anytime he would apologize or something, it was just a joke to him and he would continue on like nothing, saying he even lied when apologizing sometimes just so he can see her. She would then post a video claiming that after he sexually assaulted her, he made 6 burner phone numbers and would spam her with them alongside his Twitter and Instagram accounts. The video shows exactly that kind of spam going on, with Twomad going on and on, schizo posting whatever came to his head as he blew up her phone, with the very end of the video showing him typing that very moment to her who knows what else he had in his head. Goldie would prove that it was him spamming her by playing a voice message during that of him making random noises. She then shows a video of their DMs that he wiped, but most importantly it shows that they were indeed talking about Bianca Devins as the messages line up with hers in the screenshot prior, and the timestamp was around 10 minutes inside by Discord itself. After people saw how much of Twomad's insanity she was subjected to, he would start to claim that she was a broke college student who was lying about the sexual assault for easy internet clout. He would continue to schizo post to nobody's surprise, then post memes with pretty obvious implications tied to them.
You fool! I have 70 alternative accounts!
He would continue to say she was just a clout goblin and made fun of her some more, and Goldie would reply with a screenshot of some sort of document she said he made and signed. The document basically says that for the next 60 days, Twomad won't harass her anymore and only refer to her by a fake name if he ever has to talk about her, with Twomad's signature seen in the very bottom. Twomad would respond to this in his own way that hints at some sort of nervousness going on, and goes on to say she's bipolar and mid, and that she apparently showed up at his house at 3 AM unannounced before. Goldie would post a screenshot showing some more apparent evidence she had blurred out. Twomad would reply with Minecraft as he joked about it, and he would go on to react to someone posting NBA highlights in the comment section as the shit show went on. He would go on to say that he wasn't going insane or manic or anything despite the obvious worries from people, go on to block Goldie, and continue to schizo post as he claimed he didn't sexually assault her at any point in time. He would then say the apology video when he was driving was a script he was reading off that her friend wrote him, and he only did so because he was super desperate for her and was willing to apologize for anything so long as...
So, how are you desperate, super desperate for someone you just call mid or whatever? It's, so, y'all remember a few months ago where, Quite had, allegations thrown at him like this, by a trans person who went by the name of Ryan, right? And y'all jumped on that man's neck as soon as the allegations came out or whatever, because he was silent. Twomad is literally going through the 6 stages of grief on Twitter for everyone to see. Now, I'm not going to say that he's guilty or he's not, because at this point, I'm not sure if Lance is going to bring it up, but the girl who was making the accusation said that she doesn't want to publicize it any further. She's bringing it up with the law, and for people who followed her out of the situation to unfollow her because she's not posting about it anymore. See what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. He's making us black dudes look bad. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Because he could get close to her again, then launch up a Twitch livestream because that's a smart idea to do. Nothing too interesting would go on as he was just focused on playing Overwatch, but he did have this to say about her.
The truth is, if she didn't get molested, maybe she wouldn't have had the same reaction, you know what I mean? She wouldn't be calling it sexual assault.
He'd also make fun of his apology vid by posting a copy paste on it on Twitter while he was streaming too, which annoyed a lot of people. And during the stream, he would show off his very nonchalant attitude to everything that was going down.
It's common! Common! All the time! It happens. Because it's just like fucking biological, like...
He would then say that he would...
These are the people you follow, bro. You viewer who came to click on this video because it's about Twomad, bro. These are the people you follow, bro. These are the people you support, bro. He says, and this ain't nothing new, bro. He been saying wild stuff like this for years now. This coming out, is it really anybody's surprise? Like, let's be honest, bro. Man's talking about it's a biological thing, bro. Come on, man. I've been lonely for years at a time, bro. And I ain't never, I've never assaulted someone sexually, physically, like any of that. Because I'm normal, bro. I'm normal, bro. To a certain extent. But I ain't no Twomad, bro. That's ridiculous, bro. Come on, man. These are people you support, bro.
Would do it again to her. Going to reiterate, there was a friend who wrote a script down for the apology video. Yeah, then clarified he actually wouldn't do it again after all. Goldie would then show off the message he sent after the apology video, which is basically the video itself except a lot more concise and easier to understand. Twomad would continue his schizo posting because that's all he's been doing. Make a post on her to explain what happened in detail. And of course, go on to post more as people begged for anything substantial from him. Goldie will leak messages from his Instagram where he talks about his therapist Marissa to her, after claiming what he did to her messed her up and she was a really good person to help fix her, and more screenshots from Discord where he says he shoves money at everything he can before making a really crude joke. He then claims to have a video taken right after the supposed assault happened, gets into an argument with YouTuber Quite after he had false allegations against him a few months ago, Schizo posts some more, and then makes 2 posts talking about how he doesn't know if he'll ever be able to put the rumors down, and again trying to reiterate that the apology vid was fake and written by a friend for him to read. Twomad would go on to mock her and again try to claim the video was all set up by a friend, and then says the only reason he read it out was because it was a last-ditch effort to get back on her good side. And then
so here's what people do when they're in hot water, right? And they got a pile of lies upon lies. He never mentions his friend's name, who they are at all, gives us any kind of clue, because his friend doesn't exist, bro. In the video, if you see in the full video, we ain't seeing it in this video, but if you see the full video, he's stuttering a lot, doesn't know exactly what he wants to say for sure. And on top of that, he that's why I do a lot is and you know what I'm saying? So he's trying to think about things as he's saying it. So him having words in front of him doesn't make sense if all you gotta do is read it out. And you're Twomad, bro. Who are you to listen to demands, bro? Like this? Come on, man. He basically admitted it on stream, admitted it on Twitter a few times, I'm sure. He says he said mostly innocent or whatever. That's what he changed his name to at one point. Dude is psycho, bro. Come on, man. Again, these are the type of people y'all support, bro. Literally.
Someone named Digital Rave Boy is a friend of hers who had sex with a minor at one point in time. Goldie had mentioned him at one point on her Twitter in the past, and she would go on to say he was actually Twomad's best friend, and that he knew about what he did but stayed friends with him because he trusted Digital Rave Boy to not cancel him since he got canceled himself. She then says that he was there the day Twomad assaulted her and was one of the people who had to physically hold him back as she got in her car and drove away from his place. She says that he and others dropped him after that situation and stayed around her to make sure she was okay, and that Twomad was stupid for dragging names that could go right against him into this giant mess. Twomad would then make a very telling point about his personal life, before slowing down the Schizo posting from then onwards, with Goldie saying she's now going to take this to the police. Now that we've gone through the entire mess between these two, let's take a deeper look at the evidence Goldie provided. The first is the Bianca Devins claim. She first says that Convo was with her without showing proof, but then goes on to show proof later on down the line, meaning that she wasn't lying to people. The next would be those spam messages from Twomad to her personal phone number. We can see at the very beginning they start at 8:55 on Saturday morning, then they go into Sunday morning, and she was recording at 12:04. It doesn't say AM or PM, but it's safe to assume that this is Monday morning, as I don't think Twomad was spammed for upwards of 12 straight hours. Goldie has said that she blocked him in early February 2022, and in the spam you can see him asking her to unblock, so this takes place sometime after that. There's not much else notable here other than him mentioning her name is Bella, as you can see, and a screenshot he sent from his notes app showing his plan to try and get back on her good side. Twomad has said that a friend of Bella sent him a script for him to read to apologize to her, but it's hard to believe given he's literally driving and has his phone down recording during it. He since said that he was reading a sticky note while driving, and you can see another sticky note saying the word regret, which falls in line with the theme of the situation, but it seems so sketchy and not to mention easy to fake, as he could have just wrote stuff down that very moment for Twitter. Alongside that, seeing that he couldn't give Bella a proper apology and only did so after her friend wrote him a script to read and when driving and being distracted shows a lack of genuine remorse over whatever he did to her. The document that she showed was a bit weird, and while it's impossible to tell who wrote it as it's just her word at that point, it does show that Twomad signed it. Now as to why Bella hadn't signed it, I'm not too sure, but the fact during Twomad's peak Schizo posting he gave it the time of day to react to shows that at the very least it's something he's well aware of. The claims of having 6 burner phone numbers was nothing so far as she only showed one of the set of messages to people. That is until the very next day when she posted a video showing off all 6 other phone numbers, meaning that Twomad spammed her with a total of 7 phone numbers throughout his time knowing her. Burner 1 shows him speaking to her on January 24th, 2022 at 7:20 AM, with him mentioning he's using a text burner app and referencing an X videos link, which can be seen in the original spam video she posted, meaning that the original video Bella posted took place sometime in mid-January 2022, just like how she said she noticed him starting to go schizo. Burner 2 has him messaging just a few minutes later at 7:44 AM, in which he begs her to unblock him as she stands her ground and tells him no, and him trying to get her to join a therapy session on Zoom while she's in the middle of class. Burner 3 was sent on February 6th and is a simple message telling her that he won't take her back if she doesn't respond. Burner 4 was a month later of him trying to hit her up some more. Burner 5 takes place a few weeks later with him trying to apologize to her about how he acted and how he treated women while saying he's trying to better himself. And Burner 6 has him apologizing again in a mature tone months later, with the text reading in a very out of character way. Bella has said before that he would try to keep talking to her for 5 months after he sent that apology video, and seeing how the messages take place from getting blocked in January 2022 to the last time he messaged her being July 2022 as seen by Burner 6, it does add up, albeit 1 extra month. The only thing that no evidence has come out for is him allegedly sexually assaulting her, and it would be reckless for people to assume that he did it based off everything else being true, because that's a very serious claim to make about someone, even if the other person is believable in what they say. I'm also not saying Bella is a liar trying to seek clout or anything, but it's better to let the legal system handle that situation than gossip about something we have literally zero evidence about other than hearsay.
She made a
It's
post
very
about it,
obvious
though.
that Twomad was indeed harassing Bella at one point in time. The spam messages are enough to show, and when everything was brought up to Twitter, he instead went on to play Overwatch and Schizo post, only refuting the sexual assault allegations and nothing more. While we may never know what happened between the two of them that very night,
27, yeah.
during the first spam wave, Twomad does bring up 2 people that knew what happened that night, whatever that means. They can give us more insight, but I do want to say now, if one of you are watching this video and plan to do this the legal way, I would highly suggest keeping that info out of the public or it could fuck up your case. Or you can come out about it publicly, just like how Bella's former roommate Jinx did. Jinx would say that Twomad is bad news and that apparently was stalking Bella and is a genuine danger to women, before saying she's proud of Bella for coming out with her story. She would then make a post showing that once he found out she was Bella's roommate, he started to be really annoying to her, showing off DMs of him hitting on her and Bella apparently talking to her through Jinx's account as she told him to leave him alone as she was blocking him on Jinx's behalf. He would even go to some random person that knew Bella and start to talk about her almost immediately in DMs, in which they blocked him. Someone else would come out and show him being creepy in her Instagram DMs, with her claiming that he blocked her and now shows up as Instagram user when she looks him up. Given that the rest of the messages are from a blank user and she hasn't posted a video scrolling through the account in DMs to prove it was him, I'm not going to go over every one, but given how things have gone, I would not be surprised whatsoever if it was him. Bella herself has been hinting at this for over a year when checking out her Twitter account, as in May 2022 she talked about having a Google Drive that could end a whole man's career alongside reminiscing on the bullshit she put up with when dealing with Twomad. In July 2022 she would post that he deleted everything he ever sent on Discord, but then would reply to someone saying she saved them on like 5 separate devices so she doesn't need to worry. She would subtweet more about him in September 2022 after seeing some other Twitch drama go down, saying that she believes he's doing the same stuff he did to her to other people and that she'll file a police report if he tries to contact her again. She wouldn't talk about him again until June 24th, 2023 when all this went down, and only now has she confirmed she's sending stuff to the police, meaning she waited all the way until now to go through with the police report for one reason or another. Why Bella waited until the public was against Twomad to come out with the info and then go to the police is a question we may never get the answer to, and people can speculate about her true intentions for hours. Some may say she waited because she was scared of the backlash from his fans, and others may say she's bad faith and was waiting on the perfect opportunity to get back at him after their experiences together. You can spin the narrative however you want, but either way, the facts are she waited until public opinion was against him before exposing him and then going to the police. Twomad has continued to schizo post, albeit a lot less intense as the reality of the situation has started to settle. He would reply to the Instagram girl saying that the posts were based, reply to Bella's video showing all his burner phone numbers saying he ain't crazy and implying she also did bad stuff, then claim he'll make a funny video and people just forget what he did in a typical internet influencer fashion. He would also post her full name onto Twitter for everyone to see using a picture from her account from way back in March, showing that he's digging around her page for anything he can use. The entire situation overall is pretty damn insane. It's very obvious the guy was harassing her based off the entire
Look at this dude, bro. How can people like this, bro, pull, bro, but I can't, bro? Come on, man. Come on, man. Alright, Leza. I'm gonna stop the video right here, man. It is fact. She did wait until the public swayed on him to come out with this. And that's only facts. I'll throw like a alternative reason. Maybe she held out hope or whatever for him, and you know, maybe thought he changed at some point. And once she, I don't know, man. When she, I guess, confirmed that he hasn't or felt as he hasn't, she just came out with it. But either way, it's in the police hands now. Twomad will continue to do what he does, bro. The girl will continue to do what she does. We'll move on eventually until we have confirmation that he's going to court, confirmation that he gets prosecuted, whatever. But I'll say this: she was very brave to come out with the story to even begin with, bro. That in itself is very hard to do. With that being said, man, I'm out. Twomad is Twomad. He's clearly out, man. I don't know what's up with that dude, but anyway, peace.